Hello and welcome, everyone. We are starting our chakra embodiment journey, and this is the foundation module. So that means we're in that preparation phase, kind of setting the intentions for this journey and for ourselves and for our healing. And I'm wearing my blue scarf to help me with my throat chakra. And I'm connecting into all of you here. I'm actually really warm, so I'm going to take off my sweater here. So a lot of you know a lot about chakras, and that's wonderful. When I first started doing this program for myself, it was part of my healing journey. And, uh, you know, it wasn't a common word. It wasn't something that, was in the the regular vocabulary for most people. So when my Reiki teacher was talking about chakras, I was like, I don't really know what those are. And so I started doing a lot of research, and based on my background in theater, I wanted to embody the energy center. That's how I learned how to do that. And when I was setting up the modules for this program, someone reached out to me, Chrissy, and she was like, "What are some good books based on a post I'd written?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." Because when I started doing this, you know, there were, I had to kind of dig and I had to look. And this was the first book that I had. And this book really kind of set me off in a lot of regards. This is called Healing with Crystals and Chakra Energies by Sue and Simon Lilly. And so I was working in New York City at the time, and I was working with, oh gosh, a bunch of different people. And I remember that someone had this book and I was looking at it, and then I borrowed it, and then they left the company, and I found it in their drawer, and I was like, "Oh, this book," and then it was after that soon that I started doing, um, really studying the Reikis and understanding it. So this kind of became, in a lot of ways, my go-to. And so Sue and Simon Lilly are very important in this program, and a lot of the information came from this book about the crystals and about the connection with chakras and crystals, which has always been two really important aspects of my healing and my connection to the chakra embodiment, also essential oils. So those three ways with the color palette and color healing along with crystals and essential oils, subtle energies like that have really been very profound for me in my healing journey. Another book that's been very, very important to me that I want to share that I think would be great for all of you is called The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. And I've done this program, it's a 12-week program. Um, and it really is wonderful in terms of teaching you ways to open up to your heart and open up to your inner artist and really kind of connect in. One of the biggest takeaways that I have from that book that I've included into our program, if you so choose to do it, because everything with this program is take what you want, leave the rest, no big deal. For me, something that's important that I've continued as part of my spiritual journey is morning pages. And morning pages, for me, is just a wonderful way to let go of some of these thoughts. It's basically automatic writing. And, I've been doing it so long now, I don't always do the morning pages because with my kids the age they are, it's a very busy time. They're in middle school, so we're running all over the place. And um, right now, when they were babies, I would get up and I would do my morning pages and I would start my day. And basically, it's you write whatever is in your head. I don't want to be here today. I'm really tired. I don't feel good. I have a headache. Yesterday, my cat scratched me, and I still have a scab, and it hurts. And I really don't want to be here. I really love my cat. I remember my mom used to foster cats. And then you just keep going, and you just blah, 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 gobbledygook. Whatever thought comes to your mind, you just write it out. And the beautiful thing about that is most of it is just crap. It's just thoughts. But 1% of it is going to be a gem. It's going to be your higher self being like, hey, maybe I should go back to grad school. and it'll just be like a random thing. Like, I was really good at this and maybe I should do that. And so then you could start following these little clues, these little breadcrumbs. And so what I usually do is I do artist pages and then I go over every once in a while and I just read them and I highlight those little pop out sentences that actually have meaning, that aren't just gobbledygook. And if you follow those breadcrumbs, you'll start to see messages forming. And that is also another way that I started channeling, because 2, 3, 4 years into it, I started channeling and getting messages through there. So um, it's all a beautiful way of opening up your heart and really connecting in. With this program, anyone can do it now. I mean, if you Google, chakra, color, chakra, all the information's out there, and it's probably way better than what I have. But the point is that this is about an intention. This is about coming together in a community. I will be here to facilitate and help you and support you if you have questions. If things pop up, you have kind of a co-partner kind of holding the space for you as you go along. And there's amazing healing that happens in community and connection like that. And so I'm just going to put that out there, that that's really the best aspect of this course, is that we support and hold one another. If you haven't already, there's the Facebook group, which is for alumni and people who are doing it now for the first time. I noticed that the new people will kind of re-inspire some of the alumni, and but pretty soon everybody's kind of having the conversation again, asking questions and coming out. But the main thing is that I'm here for you. So if you have anything that pops up, please reach out. I will say a beautiful thing, if I could give you just a couple things to do to get started with this program. Create an altar or an altered space in your house or in your room. And I would change it for every module. So for the foundation, for the intention setting, it would be, what are your intentions? What do you want to heal? When this program is over, this is going to be, 8 months from now. This is going to be August. So what would you like to see yourself in August? How would you like to feel? What would you like to be doing? What would you like to have had manifested or be manifesting at that time? And kind of put these intentions out there, because your guides are here and they are working with you. The minute you set an intention for healing, your guides automatically step up. They start supporting you in that, and start visualizing that. Like, well, what is the purpose of me doing this class? What am I trying to get out of this? What are my intentions? Where do I want to be in August? How do I want to feel? So create a little altar about that. And then in February, when we start the root chakra, you can kind of take those same intentions and think, in terms of your physical body, that, because the root chakra is about the physical body. How do I want to look? How does my body want to feel? How am I feeling with my health and my money? And, think about those kind of things for your altar. And then every month, create a new altered space for each chakra that will kind of connect you in. Even if you don't do the colors, even if you don't do the food, if you do that one aspect and have a space to come to and to just, meditate and connect into, that's going to be amazingly worth your while. Also, doing morning pages or journaling in general, just writing down your thoughts and feelings. It's amazing how healing it is to kind of put these things on pen and paper and let it go. Let it move out, so that way it can be released and transmuted and transformed. And then just pray to your guides, like, whatever is in this journal, just transmute it to the highest vibration for myself and the world. And then you just let it go and you write, and you do it the next day and the next day. Now, in terms of diet, one of the best books that I kind of use as a Bible for me is Spiritual Nutrition, The Rainbow Diet, which led me to a beautiful book that I love. This is more artistic, but the Rainbow book, which has beautiful artwork, and it's all about the rainbow, metaphysically and in terms of physics and science. But this book right here is just amazing. It's an older book. It's been around, geez, when was it published? Copyright 1986. Yeah. But it's perfect. And there's so much in this book. If I could give you one takeaway from this book, it's that your food needs to be alive. The processed food, the it it it's not alive. And if it's not alive, then it's not supporting you in your life force energy. In this book, so when I started reading this book, the Rainbow book, that's when I first heard about photography that is scientific photography that they've been doing for a very long time, where they take photographs of leaves, for example, and if you take a little piece out of the leaf, that you can see that the energy is still there. And this book was written like in the 70s, same kind of thing. So, but that kind of energetic frequency is there, and it's affecting all of us. So when we eat live fruits and vegetables, it's amazing what it's doing for our body. And yet I'm guilty of it, busy basketball games and running late. You open the box of food and you throw it in, you make the pasta, and you're just like, okay, food, done. But when we're mindfully eating and setting intentions to connect in with our food, it is different. It changes the vibration. Beautiful idea of sitting down and praying over our food, as if you go through my Reiki class, because I'm a Reiki Master teacher and I do attune a lot of people in Reiki. One of the things we talk about is, giving Reiki to your food, sitting down and, connecting with that food, thanking it, having gratitude for it, do the Reiki symbols if you have them, and then being able to eat that food. It's the same energy as sitting around the table and saying a prayer. And, in my family, we do that. We sit around the table and we have that moment where we pause and we say thank you and we say a prayer and we say blessings, and then we go and we eat as a family. And even if it's a quick, silly meal, we try to do that, because the intention of connecting in with our food and bringing that life force energy, whether you call it, ki or chi or prana or whatever it is, it's all the same life force energy. And that's really what this embodiment class is connecting you to. It's helping you connect to the life force energy that's all around us. Now, there are lots of ways that you can go the extra mile with this class. I teach you a lot about crystals and essential oils. All of that information's out there. I personally love working with crystals. I always have a crystal on me, depending on what I'm working on or how I'm feeling or how I want to feel. And I always use essential oils. I make my own blends. So for years now, I have my 7 chakra blends, and I rotate through them. And I use my essential oils essentially as deodorant. It's a great way to get that into your system and moving around. And then it just connects you into that chakra, or you can use it on your meridian points, or, different points, just like any perfume. But or on the soles of your feet. I once wanted someone that went through this class was a nurse, and she couldn't have smells where she worked. And so what I told her to do was to put the essential oils on the bottom of her feet and then her socks on it. And so she was grounding herself into that energy all day as she walked around. And she said it worked out beautifully for her. And I do that a lot as well. When I was a doTERRA rep, putting the oils on your feet is a wonderful way to connect into the healing qualities of those oils. So that's something to do. If you would like to order crystal sets from me, so you don't have to go to the store and be like, which one's a root chakra and which crystal's this and that. Let me know. I will make a little chakra crystal set for you. If you want to do essential oils, let me know. I make all of them. I'll make them and I'll send them out to you. And I also do like bath salts, and that's just that for me. This is how I connect in. It makes me, it's like my creative passion. It feels good to me to make the bath salts and make the essential oils and do stuff like that. So if that's not your thing and you are like, yeah, I want to do that, let me know. I'll give you all the information on it. But if you want to do it yourself, yeah, do it. All the information's out there. Um, I love connecting in, and I love doing guided meditations, and I love kind of working with spirit. And uh, the best thing that I can offer you, if you're willing, would be to add on healings at every single module, which will, really help you connect in, clear and harmonize, balance your chakras as you go along. I know a lot of my people have had profound experiences with that, but it's always up to you. It's always your choice. Just know that I'm here for you if uh, if you need anything along this journey. That being said, why don't we take? I'm kind of feeling kind of spirit moving in a little bit, and I'm feeling like it started happening when I started talking about life force energy. So Reiki, Chi, and Prana, which feels right. So, why don't we just take a moment? We are setting the foundation or the intention for this healing journey. So, why don't we just do a beautiful guided meditation? And when we do guided meditations, a couple things to keep in mind. Um, let my voice just wash over you. You don't have to follow or do everything that I say. A lot of people find that I will take you on a little bit of a shamanic journey or a spiritual journey. But if your guides bring you in a different direction, please go wherever it feels safe, wherever it feels comfortable. And know that my voice is just here as a background to wash over you. There's healing that's moving through my voice as a healer and as a channel. There is always subtle energy and subtle healing coming through, starting already. Spirit's moving already through me. So when you do a guided meditation, just take a moment to connect in, to pause, to allow yourself to know that this moment is just a little bit different than all the rest. And one of the best ways that I find to do that is just simply by changing the, the way that you breathe. Make it longer, make it deeper, make it more calm, just focusing on the breath. And thoughts are going to pop into your head, and don't try to get upset at the thoughts that pop in, or don't try to get rid of them. Just acknowledge them, thinking, and then focus back on the breath. And one way that I love to just kind of tell my body that something has shifted and we're working in a different energy is I pause and hold my breath at the top of the breath, and then I exhale. And then at the bottom of that exhale, I hold my breath and pause for just a couple beats. And then I do my inhalation. And at the top of that inhalation, pause. And again, up and down. And by holding your breath is just a beautiful way to tell your mind, your body, your soul, this moment is different. Every breath is a blessing. Pay attention. And with this intentions, with this chakra embodiment journey, let's just think about the journey that we're going on. We set an intention that for this year, we are going to go deeper into our healing than we have before. We are going to connect to our energetic centers. We are going to connect to our body and to our emotions and to our feelings and to our subtle bodies. And we are going to observe our actions and reactions. We are going to observe our thoughts so that way we can heal. That way we can connect in. And that way we can be fully present in this life, in this beautiful body that we have here on earth. And we can slowly start to open our hearts and expand out and awaken. Now, the chakras are in many ways a spiritual ladder that bring you closer and closer to your awakening. And it's not a 7-rung ladder. There's many, many rungs to this ladder. I've done this program over and over again. And each time you learn more and you go deeper and you just take another rung up the ladder. And you really, in many ways, want those steps to be close together. So that way it's not so hard to get to the next level. Just allowing yourself, very gentle with grace and ease and love and joy, just allowing yourself to move up that spiritual ladder. So let's just take a moment to talk about the rainbow and to talk about the chakras and to visualize that spiritual ladder that is helping us move up in the awakening process. So as you're sitting here, just take a moment to feel, know, imagine, sense the very bottom of your spine. Feel that, connect into that very bottom area of your spine and the perineum. And just feel that energy moving down to the hips, the knees, the feet, and the soles of the feet, connecting you into the earth that you're in. And feel, see, know, or imagine that that area of your body is now red. And feel that energy, that red energy, that base. Think of that almost as the first rung of the ladder. And this is an easy rung to reach. It's right here. It's not too high. It's not too tall. It's not above you. You don't have to reach. You don't have to move. You just have to connect into it. So just feel, see, know, or imagine that that red color is kind of moving down through the earth and connecting into the center of the earth, just to kind of anchor you in and give you a beautiful base or foundation that will help you move up this beautiful ladder. And the larger and the wider this beautiful red base is, the higher your ladder can go. A lot of people want to start high up on the tippy top of the ladder and they want to keep riding. But if it's not a strong and steady and firm foundation, their ladder will topple over. So the purpose and the connection of feeling your base, your foundation, your root chakra, your Muladhara, is creating a beautiful base, a foundation of safety, of connection to the earth. So that way you can move higher. So by focusing on this beautiful base, this beautiful foundation, this beautiful earth, your legs, your feet, and your very bottom of your spine, you are giving yourself the beautiful strength to move forward, the foundation and the growth to be able to really anchor in your healing. And perhaps you've been doing healing for a long time, but has it been anchored in? So I want you to just feel, see, know, or imagine with the help of your guides and all of the beings of highest white light that you are now anchoring in all of that wisdom, all of that study that you've been doing up until now. That all of that information is now no longer up in the clouds and floating above you. Now that information is part of your base. It's part of your foundation. It's part of your roots. It's the anchor for the rest of your ascension. And just feel, see, know, and imagine that energy, that wisdom. Every day of your life, everything you've learned up until now has given you the wisdom to anchor in, to ground, to support. Just feel how wide and how strong and how beautiful this beautiful red foundation is. And it feels like a pyramid moving out from your body, just like anchoring out and anchoring in. It's deep and it's wide and it's strong and it's beautiful. And feel how safe you are in this foundation, how stable it is, how sturdy you are. Feel how every need is met and you have all of the information and all of the work that you've done has been for this reason, to anchor in this light. How amazing does it feel to just know that everything you've done has been exactly the right thing to do, and that it's taught you everything that you needed to know, and that it's anchoring you in here to the earth, to the ground, and really anchoring in that wisdom for you. How strong, how sturdy, how amazing does it feel to just feel safe, stable, secure? And with a beautiful breath now, just have gratitude for how far you've come and how beautiful and wide this beautiful foundation is. And feel that energy kind of moving up. And the stronger and more sturdy you feel, the more ready you feel to kind of move up that spiritual ladder. And the next rung on the ladder is right below your belly button. This is an orange. The red just changes slightly. Feel the colors moving from a red, dark red to a red. That little tint of orange to it's a beautiful, vibrant orange color right below your belly button. This is the next rung of the ladder. And this is the section, this is the space of your ladder where all the creativity and all the inspiration you've had in your life really is inspired you to keep going, to keep moving up that spiritual ladder. You know, anything is artistic. Cooking is artistic. It's creative. Doodling, picking out your outfit in the morning is creative. Making essential oils and holding in crystals, that's all sensual, it's creative, it's connected. Art and theater and music, and think of all the shows that you've watched that have inspired you or moved you, and think of how amazing it is that we live in a world where we have music and we have stories being told on our televisions and in the big screens, and we can experience other lifetimes and other experiences and fold that into our own wisdom. How amazing does it feel to just really connect into the wisdom of creativity? And everything and anything that you make in this life, anything that brings you joy, anything that brings you bliss, is actually leading you in the right direction. Those little moments of joy, those deep smiles of gratitude, those are messages and signs from the universe for joy, and they are sending you up, up, and just follow that joy up and feel that joy bringing you up, and see that color orange getting lighter and lighter and brighter until it's a beautiful, bright, yellow, vibrant color. And this is the next rung of the ladder. This is our solar plexus just above our belly button. And this is really where the joy and the power and the commitment and the confidence of knowing that everything about you is beautiful, that every step you've made, every choice you've made has been the right one, because you couldn't take any other path or you wouldn't be here now. And right now, you are beautiful. Right now is the now moment, and the now moment is beautiful. And how amazing does it feel to just feel really connected into that beautiful I am center, and just really imagining your light shining and being able to be the best version of yourself, powerful and confident and loving and balanced and harmonized and creative and secure and safe. And how amazing does it feel to just know that you are here for a reason, and that your gifts are here, and that you are ready to shine your light and expand your gifts, and to continue to go upwards. You feel ready, so you follow that ladder up, and that ladder, that love of your life follows you up to see that color kind of moving from a yellow to an olive green to a beautiful, vibrant green, lush like the summer leaves. And feel that green in your heart. This is the next rung of the ladder. This is your heart chakra, and this is where love really leads the way. The more confident and secure you are, the more you follow your creativity and your passions and your joy with love and grace and ease, you'll figure out who you are, and who you are is love. And as you move into this section, how amazing does it feel to just be connected to the love of the I am, of the all one, being able to know that just like the beautiful, luscious leaves of the green trees that we are part of nature and that we are all connected and that everything we need, want, and desire is being created by our thoughts, our deeds, our words, our actions. And the more that we follow our beautiful ladder of colors and our chakra columns and the spiritual awakening, the more it will lead us to our truth. And our truth is bringing us up now to that next rung of the ladder, which is your throat chakra, which is a beautiful light blue. So see that color moving from the luscious green into the beautiful teal, into that beautiful light blue. And this is really where willpower comes in. So in your solar plexus, that beautiful yellow color, that primary color, that red, the red is the survival. You feel safe enough to take the action steps, the yellow, and the blue comes in, and the blue is where the willpower is. And the willpower says, I am here. This is my truth. This is who I am, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm singing my song and I'm speaking my truth. And the more and more you do that, the more and more you connect in and you move up the ladder to your brow chakra. And this color moves from a light blue and it gets darker because you're going more in now. You're going more into your intuition. You're kind of connecting in to that source aspect of you, to this deep blue indigo, and kind of like the night sky when the sun is setting and the silhouette of everything is all around. But you see this beautiful indigo in the background. And this is your intuition just slowly starting to move out and connect and know that even in the darkness behind our eyes, the trees are still there. And everything that is there is there. And we can feel, see, know, imagine, smell, taste, touch, experience all of the world in different ways through our psychic gifts. And opening up and as we embrace our psychic gifts, as we allow ourselves to be in tune with who we are and who we are and who we are meant to be and who we truly are, we move up in this beautiful crown to the top rung of the ladder. And this is the 1,000-petal lotus. This is the part of you that knows that there is so much more and that you are connected to so much more. And from here, you can see the ladder even moving up and up and up all the way through. And you are connected to source. And you see that the stronger that base is and the more you move up, the easier it will be, one ladder at a time, with grace and ease, with joy and life and light. You are able to move up that ladder of ascension and connect into your higher self and your higher powers and your higher wisdom. This is within you. This is the chakra embodiment. This is the path. This is the intention of this program. So now, as you are at the beautiful top of this ladder, think about, connect in with source, with guides, with angels, and think about the intentions that you want to be setting in this next 8-month journey. How do you want to feel? What do you want to see? What do you want to experience? How shall you experience it? And just, if you don't know, you could just offer up your guides and say, better than I can imagine. I open up to more possibility and more joy and more life and more light and more creativity and more and more and more. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And now feel that as high as your ladder goes above, as high your ladder goes down below, and as deep that pyramid is and that foundation, and as wide that crown will be as well, and that you are the bridge, dear ones, you are the bridge of the divine. And as you move up the rainbow ladder, you will connect in and feel more joy and more grace and more ease and more light and more light. Take a moment to feel yourself as that bridge, to know within you these beautiful energetic centers are calling you to connect to you, to welcome you, to heal you, to walk this journey with you. Your body is your partner in this life. And by doing this chakra embodiment program, you are connecting in with the partnership of your body to be able to experience more life and more light and more joy in this experience. And so it is. And with so much gratitude, I just want you to now take all of these rungs of the ladders and just kind of fold them back in to the center of your heart where they can always be, and you can connect into this center at any time. But that way they are safe and you can move around freely and jump and play. And then you can open these letters at any time to move up, to connect in. And just feel the gratitude of all of this in your heart, and know that within you, everything is possible. And with gratitude, you can slowly start to come back into your physical body, wiggle your fingers and your toes, and just connect in, love your body, and feel real good. And know that we have begun the chakra embodiment journey. So, bravo. How do you feel? I feel good. I feel happy. I always feel so wonderful when spirit connects in like that. I feel so expanded and healed and beautiful and ready for this journey. And I hope you do too. Please reach out if you have any questions or if you need any support. I'll be here for you. Blessings. Thank you so much.